Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but the estimated loss I'm looking at the third line here.
Estimated loss from power, yes.
Yes, it's about 1.782 trillion.
Yes.
Analyzed at about 650.4 billion naira. That's 1.6 billion dollars. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. And power issues is not new to us. We've always, coming back from years back, we've always had, power issues. And some of the key factors that we're seeing in the on-grid power sector is the fact that, they're getting electricity, the discos in particular, but then the payment system is flawed in the sense that, you've seen a lot of revenue theft. You've seen, people trying to cheat the system by, getting power, connecting it in a different way that the actual discos would not be able to control it. So there's more electricity flowing out than money coming in. And there's that insolvency issue within the power sector.
There are also rumors on the street that even with the prepaid meters, there are smart Alecs out there who are already within the discos, within the discos, and outside the discos, who are tampering with a recharge card, even with the prepaid meters. So somehow we think the prepaid meters is actually the silver bullet for solving this problem.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a deep-rooted issue that had not been solved from the past. And so it's so hard to, try to find a way around, the issues. And the discos are facing so much debt that the money coming in is actually less than the money, going out, or the electricity going out, if I should say that. But the issues now are beyond, our control. We just need to make sure that at this point, we're gradually improving our power generation from on-grid. And like I had mentioned before, we actually have more gas reserves than oil reserves. So technically, we shouldn't be having any power issues. So, but we do, and it's because of the, fundamental flaws within the system. So as soon as the system is actually corrected, we can actually see free flow of, power out and money coming back in.
I think, and I had always been an advocate of, we need to make energy theft a crime punishable and speedily by law. And I think Lagos State is working on something like that. I'm not too sure how far they've gone. Making sure that if you are found crossing wires or stealing electricity or tampering with the electronic form of payment of electricity, you should get a jail term as quickly as possible.
Yeah. And also, another issue to do with power is the fact that, some of the tariffs are not actually cost reflective. They're charged such a way that individuals actually cannot afford, electricity payments, which now leads to, theft. I can't afford it, I might as well just steal it. But at the same time, it's important.
But people say what they can afford as well sometimes, don't they?
Well, it's
a bit of a habit.
Yeah, and it's human behavior. You can't get what you want, you rather
steal. Do you think Nigerians believe that electricity should just be free because, yes, it's part of the social contract of the government?
No, it shouldn't be free, but if it's cost reflective, is great. And also, disposable income is also important. If disposable income even moves, in the same direction as people, there'll be no reason why people cannot afford, electricity payment. And it's also important that this cost reflective tariff is also affordable for most individuals within the economy. And as soon as that, works and that the system flows well, the discos wouldn't have any problems paying, electricity they get from the GenCos. The GenCos won't be, they wouldn't need to, sell to independent, power, generation companies.
Yeah, or sell to other countries.
Exactly.
In our neighboring countries, instead of giving it to us here, because those ones pay in dollars and we pay in naira. By the time they do the conversion, they know where their bread is buttered.
Exactly.
But let's go back to the retail market. And occasionally, I do love this page when you bring them on how to check the prices of palm oil, of semolina, old yam, and new yam. I had some new yam over the weekend. Okay, but so I'm still seeing the old yam here on the list. Where are the prices right now? I'm sure everybody is interested in this very market survey.
So last week, we actually saw a slight decline in the price of old yam from 1,500 to 1,400. We also saw a decline in the price of rice from about 18,500 per 50 kg back to 17,000. Some do sell it for about 16,000 naira per 50 kg bag. But we're in the August season. We're in the August month. It's meant to be the harvest season, so we're supposed to see more decline in commodity prices. But it seems like there's a bit of consumer resistance. A lot of them are not actually buying as much as they're supposed to. Manufacturers are not obviously getting as much revenue. Cost is actually increasing, like we've mentioned about the power. Although diesel, good news is that diesel price hasn't actually, you know, increased based on that, based on the increased demand.
I'm very uncomfortable. I'm not yet wearing glasses, but I can see this very clearly on the screen. Because look at the 1 year low, 8,000 naira for a 50 kg of tomato, now at 28,000.
Yeah, and
that's getting me rolled off my seat here in the studios. I can't explain this.
No, but that had fed from, you know, the effect that we had faced last year, 2016, and we haven't seen any significant decline in the price of tomatoes. And, you know, coupled with the issue, the total absoluta we had faced sometime last year, that had also played a huge impact on the prices of tomato. But we do expect that in the nearest future, we'll actually see a decline in the price of yam, old yam. And this is just because, you know, this is the harvest season for yam, and increased supply would mean decline in prices. We do expect to see a decline in the price of palm oil, same with the same reasons as well. But other than that, we do know that at some points, these prices would definitely, you know, they wouldn't come back to their 1 year low, but they would definitely, you know, come as close to their 1 year low.
We need to send this to the president. Yeah. Because he just came back. Yeah. We need to let him see this, where the list of commodity prices, rice, gari, yam, and what have you. I'm not sure you folks at FDC do send a copy of this every week to the president. I'm sure you should send it to the president's office and say, take a look at this, Mr. President. This is where we are. Things are really a little bit tough here for Nigerians in terms of what they pay. Because I can imagine a basket of tomato at almost 30,000 naira. That's almost $100. Well, yes, that's about $90 a bus. That is massive. I can't understand it. I got to let you out of here because that's getting the better side of me right there out now. Now I understand why even eating at the roadside is not as cheap as it used to be.
Yes, definitely.
And of course, tomato in egg for bread and breakfast. Do have a great breakfast when you're out of here. Bolanle Olutosi from Financial Derivatives Company, a research analyst. Let's come back and go into the business of actuaria. It's not a common phrase on the market streets, but if you're interested, you need to listen to this conversation from the man from Ernst & Young.